Welcome back. We're discussing the government's directive to all mobile phone makers to pre-install the state-owned cybersecurity app called Sanchar Saathi. To discuss that more, we are now joined by Shiv Sena Uddhav Bal Thakere's Rajya Sabha MP Priyanka Chaturvedi. Ms. Chaturvedi, thank you very much for being with us. Are you satisfied with Minister Scindia's clarification that this is not mandatory, it can be deleted, and even if it is on your phone, it is completely up to you to use it or not?
No, that's not really a clarification. That's a face saver. And a face saver that comes backed with arrogance. The language with which he spoke and he said, oh, look, it's so easily understandable. It is not, because the notification is as clear as, in black and white, that it cannot be removed. It cannot be, the access cannot be denied. It was a compulsory pre-loaded app that was mandated by the Department of Communication to all mobile phone manufacturers, and that is why you're seeing a pushback coming from telecom companies as well. Having said that, his clarification came after the uproar that we saw on social media, and people do understand that whether it is this government, whether it is through Pegasus or through state-sponsored surveillance hacking that they did with opposition leaders, Pegasus with journalists, this government is quite capable of pushing everybody into the big boss house without even anyone wanting to be participants in it. And this was clearly something that was breaching their right to privacy. So after seeing the uproar, he's come up with this clarification, but I can say one thing, it is not satisfactory simply because this notification needs to be withdrawn. A written word will have more legality than a spoken word in the courts of law. So this has to be withdrawn, redrafted, explained to people that this is not mandatory. It can be downloaded. It cannot be pre-downloaded, or it's part of the the manufacturer putting this out. And people who wish to use it can do it. If they don't wish to use it, they do not need to download it. It has to be as clear as daylight for them to be able to understand what is the notification, what the ministers seem to be speaking are two different things altogether.
Ms. Chaturvedi, the minister had also told CNBC-TV18 earlier yesterday that be it the SIM binding rules where you bind the WhatsApp account or a Signal account, Telegram account to a particular SIM card, and the preloading, the mandatory preloading of the Sanchar Saathi app, all of them have to be seen in the same light that the government is trying to boost cybersecurity and stop cybersecurity frauds in the country. They say that there have been months of consultation, but do you think there should have been more open consultation? Maybe get stakeholders from the opposition as well to give their views on such an exercise?
Firstly, I don't know where they had these extensive consultations that they keep speaking about. I think they have it within themselves, within their groups, within their communities, or probably within that department. Because as member of the Standing Committee of IT and Communication, it never came to us. We speak to multiple stakeholders from across the political divide. We come from, it's like a mini parliament where political parties are represented in these standing committees. So this is something which, I must say something here, Parikshit. This has become the case with this government, that under the garb of national security, cybersecurity, citizen safety, they come up with snooping as the biggest idea to be able to control its citizens or to scare their citizens into submission and silence. This is a very North Korea format that is being followed here. They realized that as soon as there was an uproar, let's bring out a clarification. But this has come in hindsight. Because, like I said, the clarification is only coming after an uproar. So, also the other point being, if they want to really talk about cyber safety, we hear data theft happening every single day, cyber breaches happening every single day, right from the government data to AIMS data to Aadhaar data to health record data, everything is up for grabs. So, first probably foolproof the cyber security systems of our own networks before you talk about citizen safety. And mandating something and making it look like a snooping compulsory app that needs to be there is absolutely ridiculous.
Also, the fact that the government is today saying, also through a press release, that this can be deleted if a customer so wants on switching on his phone for the first time. This is something that we're hearing only today. It's not there in the original directive to phone makers. The next question, in terms of what the Parliamentary Committee on Information Technology can do next, is there consensus among members to probably call the Department of Telecom, seek answers from them as to why this was done, what really the Sanchar Saathi app can do, cannot do, and if you're mandating this to be preloaded on phones, what exactly are you trying to achieve? Will you try and ask those questions?
No, absolutely. I will be writing a letter to the Honourable Chairman and asking him that probably we need to have Department of Telecommunication coming and explaining as to what the idea behind this app was, what are the achievements that they've managed to get, what are the targets that they have set for themselves, and what are the things that are up for, mandate that they have put across to telecom companies. That is an ask that I will ask. But however, what is surprising is why should anything come preloaded, anything which is promoted by the Government of India come preloaded in any mobile phone? The option of deleting, exiting, of course, has been clarified. But why should it be preloaded into any phone? Not everyone's up for using this app. Not everybody thinks, and honestly, I still don't know how will this app end up controlling any kind of cyber fraud, etc. IMEI number being registered, I can understand, can probably help trace where the phone is. So if your IMEI number is registered along with the app, it can also track your location at every given point in time. Because wherever the mobile is, it will be able to track through the IMEI number. So, any government,
Ms. Chaturvedi?
Many people are making an argument, oh, look, you're willing to give your data to various apps, you're willing to give your data to Apple, etc. These are companies which are in a contract with the customer, and the customer is buying with full knowledge. Now, you are giving a government-mandated app and allowing the government to use your data, to harvest on your data, to know where you are at any given point in time, and also breaching their constitutional right and authority. I think it's ridiculous. And thinking that people this will pass people's scrutiny was a bad idea and came out in bad faith.
And also there will be a question on how can you implement it legally as well. As one of our panelists earlier pointed out, yes, there are preloaded apps, but there are commercial contracts between the app makers and the company. Here, there is no commercial contract between the Government of India and Apple or Samsung for that matter. So how can you force someone to keep that as a pre-downloaded app? Thank you very much, Ms. Chaturvedi, for joining us on the program. That's all the time we have here on Newscentre. Goodbye and thanks for watching.